Franak Viacorka is a digital media strategist and journalist from Belarus and joins me now live from Minsk. Good to have you with us. So protests running into another consecutive day and police have used live bullets on the protesters. Is there any sign that protesters are ready to back down?
No, I don't think so. Actually, when you watch all these protests and all this horrific video online or from the screen, it's much more concerning. It's much more emotional compared to when you are inside. It's like psychology of person. And when the protesters are in the crowds, are in front of robot police, they get some inspiration and some energy from other people nearby. And same with journalists. This is why the people who came back from the very heavy and very harsh night home, they didn't have disappointment or frustration. They were inspired. They say, these police, they were so scared, they were so frightened, and me, I am almost winner. So I think protesters got some inspiration from these clashes. They understand that the truth is on their side, and they're going to go to protest again and again.
Can I ask you what you're hearing about Sviatlana Tsikhanouskaya? There are now reports that the opposition leader was forced to leave Belarus and that the video she released calling for people to stop protesting was actually coerced out of her. What are you hearing about that?
Sviatlana Tsikhanouskaya was manipulated and blackmailed by KGB. They talked to her, they showed something to her, perhaps the video of her husband, perhaps something about her kids, and they gave her the choice, two bad choices. They gave her the offer that cannot be refused. Either she flee the country, or something bad will happen. And she preferred to leave and to save someone's life. So let's understand that we are dealing with a harsh dictatorship, with authoritarian regime that was killing people, that is killing people right now. And Sviatlana Tsikhanouskaya just made her choice, but it doesn't mean that she betrayed her country or the protest movement.
Okay, so you now have other countries like Lithuania and Latvia and Poland saying that they are prepared to mediate between opposition leaders and President Lukashenko. But Lukashenko is saying, look, I won 80% of the vote. Why should I negotiate? So is there any optimism at all that there will be some kind of dialogue?
Lukashenko will never sit at the round table. He is very good in negotiations, but he never agrees on concessions. I think he is going to fight to the end. He spent half of his life in the president chair, and I think it's the mission of his life. So unfortunately, I don't see any chance that Lukashenko will negotiate with the opposition. And the only way to change the situation is for protesters in Tsikhanouskaya to continue protest on different level and to put more pressure on the government. And also for the West, it's very important to deter escalation by imposing more sanctions, especially on these people who are shooting the peaceful protesters.
Really interesting to speak with you there, Franak. Thank you very much indeed for that. Franak Viacorka there in Minsk.